Can you speak on the subject of racism?
Racism is a disease. It's a heart disease. We have to be straight about that. That's self-hate is what manifests racism. There's something wrong when people have such a superficial view of how the heart works or how the heart is supposed to work. See, when we talk about a spiritual understanding of the universe, then we have to bring in the concept of a deity, a God. See, because as we look closer to what a human is, we have to find that there's a more common reality there. Connection, humans. What does that mean? Feeling. Everyone is feeling. Right? Everyone needs to feel good. Right? Everyone needs to be healed. Everyone needs to wake up. Everyone needs to be going to sleep properly, resting, right, and surviving, and expressing, and working, right, and enjoying. And we have to question why there's this schism of haters and the hated. Why? Where's that come from? If not the ego. Certainly doesn't come from God. The one who created all this is the harmony of all of this. Is the beauty and love of all of this. Right? The unity of all of this. The difference of this is the opposite of that. And we need to see that. See? The hatred is the schism. It's the inner brokenness. See? It's the inner sickness. See? The inner, let's say, disharmony. It's the inner pain. See? The inner problem, not the solution. See? It's easier to kill for some people than to love. They have no access to the love. They love to kill. See? But it's not the human at its highest level. It's not the human at its best. It's probably the human at its worst, unless it has to, because of being threatened, has to protect itself. So it has to kill, or be killed in that case. So we're talking about a mental condition, mental, emotional condition, that is not about love. So it's incapable of loving. Beyond the point, because it's not about love. See? But for those who have a heart opening and understand that all humans are like one human, bleeding, breathing, laughing, crying, see? Hoping, see? Dreaming, believing, see? Envisioning, and we see that at the core of all of these beings is the spirit of genius, creativity, see? Goodness, possibility, supervision, superconsciousness, see? Compassion, love, peace, see? Amongst all beings. See? What do they call it? Peace and happiness for all? Right? There's something there of the divine when it's for all, the same. See? Liberty and justice for all. There's something of the divine in that. For all, because that means big-heartedness is for allness. Little-heartedness is, oh, just for me and my kind. That's little-heartedness. That's cheap. That's beggary, I call it. Begging for attention. Self-attention. Meaning they haven't realized their own greatness yet, for sure. But greatness is greatness, and that means all-inclusive. That's what the masters teach. See? Those who teach otherwise are not masters. See? Coming.
You say that racism is a disease of the individual or a disease
Of the
of the
heart.
society?
Of the heart first. See, that means there's something not right inside. See, the circuit is not complete. See, the heart is not fixed in a sense. The heart is broken. If the heart is broken, the mind is broken, and maybe the body's broken, because then the way is broken. See. And the key to that is peace. How do you get peace into what is broken? See, that's the point. See. Peaceful people don't necessarily hate. Peaceful, harmonious people have the ability to love. See. But then the mind has to be brought to that peacefulness. Not just a good feeling of peace, but then the mind has to understand, and it takes a little bit of expansion to have the mind understand that everybody wants the same thing. Everybody needs the peace and the love and the happiness. See? That we as human beings have the potential of experiencing to a great degree. See? We can embrace the universe if our hearts were big enough. But since our hearts aren't, then we have to talk about the universe as something to explore and venture into at some point in the future, because it's not here now. See, there's no universe, except what you can imagine, you can see as being outside of the field of our immediate environment. So we say the universe, we have telescopes to help us understand the bigness of what it is, the greatness of what it is. See? But when we talk about the universe from an astronomic viewpoint, we're not talking about the exclusion of planets. We're talking about the inclusion of everything. Is the universe. I call it the universe. See? So we need the all. Right? To be with the Creator is the all, is one. Right? Not just one part of the body is the all. No, the whole thing is the all. The whole thing, peeps, is the all of it. Right? And that's what the Creator is all about. That's what the Creator created, it seems, and keeps creating, is more of itself, as the all it is. Not the less it is, not the selfishness it is, but the heartfulness it actually is. Right?